Good afternoon. This is Victoria Gallagher from HipTalk.com. Actually, it may be evening, it may be morning, it's afternoon right now as I'm recording this. And I wanted to talk to you about how to meditate. I get asked the question sometimes from my customers because there's a little bit of a crossover between hypnosis and meditation. In both hypnosis and meditation, you go into a deeply relaxed state, and you also access the alpha level of mind. So there are definitely some similarities and there are some differences. But today I just want to teach you a little bit about how to meditate. Now I have all kinds of programs. I have the waytomeditation.com, which is a program that helps you to learn how to meditate, and I have some programs on hiptalk.com that can help you to take this information a little bit deeper. But for now, let's just go over the basics so that you understand how to do it. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to establish, just like in hypnosis, you want to establish an environment where you're going to meditate. It needs to be a peaceful environment where you're free of distractions. You can be uninterrupted for a good 15, 20 minutes, 25, however long you're going to meditate. It should be someplace that you can access each day at the same time. So if you wanted to meditate outside, for example, that's perfectly okay, but you're going to be affected by different weather conditions from time to time, so that may not be the place that you want to consider your meditation sanctuary. So someplace inside where you can do it at the same time in the same place every day, because the more you do it in the same place, you are kind of building up an energy, a quality in that environment. Everything that you do has sort of like an energy vibration to it. And so when you go to that place each and every day and you meditate and you reach that high frequency in your mind and in your awareness and in your consciousness, then you're kind of creating that energy to stay there in the room, and it becomes even more powerful, and it can take you to deeper and deeper places so you can access the consciousness more freely. So that's the main thing, is you want to that's the first thing, is you want to establish a place where you can be free of any distractions, and it can be a peaceful place, and it's a place that you can go to anytime. You also want to wear comfortable clothes. You don't want anything disturbing you or making you feel something's too tight. So just loosen up all your clothing, take off your clothes, take off your glasses, anything that might distract you. Just really want to try to avoid any distractions as best as possible. And finally, on another environmental note, is as far as distractions go, you may experience like common everyday sounds like the cars going by outside or somebody honking or things like that. So even though you do want to set yourself up to be in an environment where there aren't any distractions, you also want to be able to function and meditate even if there are distractions. So just allow those to sort of drift off into the back of your mind and don't worry about them. Just stay focused. Now, there's several ways to think about meditation or to do meditation. First, if you're a beginner, you want to start out with a small amount of time, because it can seem like a really, really long time. And then once you get a little bit more experience out of that, time goes by really fast. So typically, you would want to make a goal to meditate maybe 20 minutes in the morning and 20 minutes in the evening. But you may just start out with 5 minutes a day. But be sure to set the amount of time beforehand. Don't just say, oh, I'm going to meditate as long as I can, and then just sort of like you're not really thinking about or intending to get out of it. It needs to be intentional. You need to set an intention. I'm going to meditate for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever it is, and then stick with that. Even if you decided that you would really like to meditate a little longer than that, close the meditation properly, complete it, and then if you still feel like you want to go another 5 minutes, then start it again for another 5 minutes after that. That would be the proper way to do it. Okay, so we've talked about the environment, we've talked about being comfortable, we've talked about letting go of distractions, we've talked about how much time. Now let's actually get into the nitty-gritty of actually what's going on in your mind and why you do it. So you meditate so that basically you can learn more about yourself. You access your self-awareness. You also do it to learn how to relax and learn how to control your mind. You know, there's so many different reasons why a person might meditate. So that's really the first thing that you want to ask yourself is, why am I meditating? What am I hoping to achieve out of this? But typically it is to gain greater self-awareness. There's several ways to meditate. There's hundreds and hundreds of ways to meditate, but the most common thing is to have a central focus. That central focus can be an object that you can do with your eyes open. You don't have to close your eyes to meditate. Although if you're a beginner, I would suggest closing your eyes at first and even thinking of an object, thinking of a relaxing, like a circle in your mind. Or you can meditate with a mantra. I use the mantra I am, but you can use Om, you can use peace, you can use calm, you can use anything you want, and just continue to focus on that. You can focus on your breathing, and there's various different ways. There's like just even in that one segment of ways to meditate, you could come up with 100 different ways to breathe, just to witness your breathing or to count your breaths. You know, there's just many, many, many different ways. So, but the point is that you want to basically be focusing on something. There's also a way to meditate where you're actually not focused on anything, and it's mindfulness, and you're just sort of aware of all the things that are going on around you and taking them in all at the same time. So there's just so many ways. There's not like a right way or a wrong way to do it. There's guided meditation. So there's mantras, there's guided meditation, there's breathing meditation, there's even walking meditation. You could just walk and notice everything around you, or be grateful for everything around you, or just notice the way your feet feel. So it's like a focus, and it's really a way to just kind of keep your mind free of the everyday ordinary way that you think. And that's the main point is, if you continue to think the same way with the old habitual patterns of thinking, then you're going to continue to create the same results in your life. So those are just a few ways that I suggest that you think about learning how to meditate. You might consider doing some guided meditation. I have many guided meditations on my website. Using affirmations is another wonderful way to meditate. I have many 20-minute affirmation programs that'll just kind of help you to gear your mind and focus your mind and clear your mind and feel really good about yourself. So if you have any questions at all about how to meditate, please send me an email. I'd love to explore this topic with you a little bit more. In the meantime, just go ahead and try it now. Do 5 minutes, see how long you can go without getting those distracting thoughts. Also, don't get mad at yourself if you have any of those distracting thoughts, because they're going to come. Master meditators still get all those distracting thoughts. Just say, hello, I see you thought, but right now we're meditating, and this is how I'm going to spend my time, and you just get back to whatever it was that is your focal point for this meditation. I'm Victoria Gallagher from HipTalk.com, wishing you a wonderful, stress-free, calm, meditative day. Good luck with your meditation, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Bye.